it dawned upon me that we are approaching the 60th anniversary of Brown versus Board of Education on May 17th. It was decided on May 17th, 1954. And basically, it was a major victory of the civil rights movement. But it stood for, it was an attack against segregation and its odious nature upon those who were being separated based on this artificial distinction known as race. And I specifically want to focus on special education because the IBO, the Independent Budget Office, recently found that special education students leave charter schools at a much higher rate than either general education students in charter schools or special education students in traditional public schools. Let me say that again. The IBO recently found that special education students leave charter schools at a much higher rate than either general education students in charter schools or special education students in traditional public schools. Only 20% of students classified as requiring special education services who started kindergarten in charter schools remained in the same school after 3 years. And so the question to DOE is, where is the oversight and accountability to ensure that charter schools are serving special education students? And can you provide this body with the number of certified teachers, the percentage of special education teachers, and the average length of employment? There's also evidence to demonstrate that shows that students in charters are disciplined more harshly and receive high suspension rates. That is, students who are special needs children. And my question, or my point, is that these types of practices do not foster a productive learning environment. In fact, our students and parents feel alienated and feel that this is causing them irreparable harm. And so the question is, what is the rate at which students are suspended in charter schools versus district schools? What measures are in place to reduce suspension rates? Do charter schools keep records of the children who leave or are transferred to another school as to where they go, and if not, why? And if the answer is yes, are these records public? Because we have sought to obtain these records, but the Office of Public Advocate, we have not been able to obtain those records. And again, my focus is primarily on special needs children. I would also be remiss if we did not mention the importance and the need for increased accuracy of educational impact statements, because this document affects how space is shared in co-located schools. When the de Blasio administration sought to continue a practice of forced co-locations, the Office of Public Advocate went to court along with 70 other petitioners seeking to block these forced co-locations that result in elementary age students being co-located with high school students, that cause special needs students to lose space for therapy, and all other students to lose space for physical education, art, and music. The question was, were parents' input involved in the process of co-location, and was it done without a review of available space within each school? And will co-locations result in further overcrowding without addressing the overwhelming number of children forced to learn in dilapidated trailers, such as what I witnessed at Richmond Hill High School? And I would like for DOE to be absolutely clear on the following. What is the responsibility of charter schools sharing a space with a public school? What steps are you taking to improve the accuracy of educational impact statements for co-located schools? Why does DOE not do a community educational needs assessment prior to an EIS? And the school leadership teams and the teachers and the community education councils, what role do they play in shaping educational policy in their district? And what role do they play in fostering a more productive school community? And again, what oversight mechanisms do charters and DOE have in place to improve engagement with the larger school community?